Well, hi there. Warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive and I'm Meghna Deka. Well, first up, let me give you a warning. It's time to beware of that 500 rupee note. Why? Because that smiling Mahatma may be genuine, but maybe a fake as well. Well, that's right. This is not me telling. This is the RBI. The RBI has said the maximum amount of counterfeits which they have managed to seize has been for Mahatma Gandhi's 500 rupee wala note. That's right. When it comes to 10 rupee notes, 20 rupee notes, 50 rupee notes, 100 rupee notes, there isn't that much of fake currency doing the rounds. But why is it that 500 rupee notes are the ones which are being reproduced and mass printed by forgers? After all, let's not forget, there is a link, a very clear and distinct link when it comes to corruption, counterfeit and currency. Of course, as we all know, corruption has been a roadblock to India's progress and development. From high-profile raids to government officials to piles of unaccounted cash, which is found in the homes of even public servants and judges of the latest that have been coming in. Scandals continue to emerge across these sectors. But now the Reserve Bank of India has raised a fresh alarm on fake notes. In fact, this is coming in at a time when India is pushing for a digital revolution. The surge in fake cash is dragging us backwards, undermining the very foundation of transparent and corruption-free economy. But these aren't just fake notes. They represent fake assurances as well. Black money pipelines and a direct hit to honest businessmen. Well, the Reserve Bank of India has raised a fresh alarm. It has reported a staggering 37% spike in fake 500 rupee notes in the financial year of 2024-25. Well, that roughly translates to over 5.8 crore rupees worth of counterfeit currency, which seems to have slipped into our banking system as well as the markets. In fact, you can see them on your screens. In 2023-24, the financial year, it was about a seizure of 85,700 fake notes. The total value of that seizure comes to roughly 4.2 crore rupees. You can see the 37% spike up, which happened in 2024 to 25, which was 1.18 lakh fake notes were already caught. And the total value of that has been a huge spike up to 5.8 crore rupees is the worth of the fake currency which has been picked up. That gives you a bit of a sense. And all of this is coming in from RBI's annual report of 2024-25. In fact, according to the RBI, a whopping 2.17 lakh counterfeit currencies have been detected and only a marginal dip has come in to 2.22 lakh notes which were flagged in the previous year. But where are these fake notes being caught? An overwhelming, and this is an interesting one, an overwhelming 95.3% were detected by the banks, while only 4.7% were caught at the RBI's level, raising serious questions about how deep the entire issue really runs within the system. And if you take a step back and look at the larger picture, it's alarming. There's a clear surge in counterfeit currency as well. Well, there you have it on your screens. When it comes to 10 rupee notes, it's about 32.3%. So essentially 32.3% of the counterfeit notes which were caught were 10 rupees. 20 rupees, it was only 14%. 50 rupees, it was 21.8%. 100 rupees was 23%. And when it comes to 200 rupees, notes, then it was 13.9% of the total counterfeit currency which was being apprehended. But when it comes to 500 rupee notes, as I was telling you, that's what you need to be very careful about, your 500 rupee note in your pocket. Is it fake or is it real? Well, this continues to dominate the Indian economy both in value as well as the volume. In fact, in value terms, 500 rupee notes account for a massive 86% of the total currency which is in circulation. While that share declined marginally, the overall value, as you can see, went up by 6% when it comes to 24-25. In volume terms, 500 rupee notes make about 40% of all notes in circulation, the highest share by denomination. Even even here, there was a 5.6% rise over the previous year. Despite the digital growth, India's reliance on cash, especially the 500 rupee notes, remains firmly intact. And this is very interesting. Watch this. TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu, who remember is an alliance partner of the BJP, has reignited the currency debate. He has urged the government to stop printing high-value notes such as 500 rupee notes, and instead he has pushed for a nationwide shift to digital payments. He has called this the era of digital currency. Naidu has appealed to his party cadres to embrace online donations and to move away from any cash transactions. He has said when donations can be made with a QR code, there's no need for any cash distribution. In fact, Chief Minister Naidu has stressed that going digital will help curb corruption and bring greater transparency in political and public funding. In fact, the rise in counterfeit currency has sparked off a fresh political showdown, as you can expect. After all, the demo ghost is now back into the narrative of politics. Well, the Congress has already taken a direct aim at the Modi Sarkar. In fact, it has mocked 2016 demonetization move as a complete waste. Jairam Ramesh was the first one who started speaking about it. He said that demonetization announced grandly by the Prime Minister on the 8th of November 2016 was the first big Modi-made shock to the economy from which it never fully recovered. He says that counterfeiting was supposed to have been eliminated, but says that clearly that has not happened. So let me go across to our panelists. Today joining us, we'll have representatives of all the three political parties, BJP, Congress, as well as the TDP. In fact, joining us today, Dinakar Lanka, BJP leader. We also have Deepak Reddy, the TDP national spokesperson. Dr. Nikul Patel of the Congress party is also there with us. Let me, however, first go across to Dinakar Lanka. As you just heard, you had the likes of Jairam Ramesh. I'm going to quote him here. Jairam Ramesh of the Congress party has said, the entire demonetization exercise was a wasteful exercise because now even the RBI has said that it is far from the truth to say counterfeiting has stopped. Would you agree?
I don't. It is very clear that we know, everybody know that prior to the demonetization, what was the percentage of the counterfeit currency? Post demonetization, of course, today we are seeing a few notes have been circulated, fake notes are circulated. It was identified by the banking system. And at the time of demonetization...
Few notes. How can you say it's few notes? It's about 5.8 crore rupees. Dinakar Lanka, that's a lot of money for me.
Please let me. That's why I told you that let you compare with pre-demonetization, post-demonetization percentage of fake notes and counterfeit currency. I'm very clearly telling that fact. Congress party very categorically expressed their displeasure that digital transaction will not be carried in India due to low digital literacy among the general public. Today, experiencing across the world, India is the highest volume of digital transaction happening across the world. Let you examine that. So, to the extent of that portion of digital transaction, already we curb the fake.
Well, there seems to be a bit of a problem there. We'll try and reconnect with Dinakar Lanka, but I think I get the gist of it. And let me go across to Dr. Nikul Patel. The BJP says, what's wrong? Demonetization did help ensure that there is less counterfeit money. Look at the counterfeit money before and after demonetization. It's less. Why politicize this?
See, firstly, we appreciate the facts and figures that has been brought by you on the national television regarding the fake notes which are deteriorating the economy of our country. And definitely it's one kind of failure of the present central government regarding circulation of or not curbing this fake money that are being there into the country. Secondly, regarding demonetization, the TDP is demanding for 500 rupee denomination to be demonetized. I think Pradhan Mantri on that day, I still remember that it will curb corruption, it will curb terrorism, and if nothing happens, then put me on 4 cross road, give me whatever punishment you want, I think all has been turned out fake, and that is what the ultimate suffering
But Dr.
of
Nikul
the people
Patel,
who
you
have
have
lost
Dinakar
their
Lanka
lives.
who said it was a success. Look at the amount of counterfeit currency. It's really come down now.
See, success, I think on that day also the RBI had put in a report that almost all notes have been returned to the RBI, and what Pradhan Mantri was claiming that the corruption had led to, and those who are doing corruption will not be able to bring money to the bank. So that is what, again, the question is. The fake notes have decreased as per what you are telling that, but definitely it has been increased now, and that is an alarming situation. And now the NDA partner is also telling that there is corruption, there is something which is fake currency. So though we are increased to digital payments, but then also still the question arises about such kind of activity that is
But Congress was
deteriorating our
against
economy.
digital payments as well. I'll circle back to you. Congress was against digital payments as well and had resisted that. But Deepak Reddy, TDP at least is one of the parties which has come up with a solution rather than a lot of politics that we have seen. You have Chandrababu Naidu. He's known for his development work, his Vikas. And it's interesting that he thinks that you should scrap 500 rupee notes and has written a letter to the Prime Minister as well. What's been the response of your alliance partner, which is in power right now, the BJP? Are they agreeing to what Chandrababu Naidu has sought?
Ma'am, our Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu is a visionary leader. I mean, when you look at a problem, he tries to come up with solutions which are actually going to work. Today, when you look at the issue of this larger denominations, it's not just one or two small aspects to look at. You have issues with corruption. You have issues with fake currency. You have issues with black money. Then you have terror financing. I mean, for all these four, the root cause is larger denominations. So what Chandrababu Naidu ji has been arguing is, if larger denominations are stopped, because even to the rural area, the digital economy has kicked in. So now we really don't need such big denominations, is what he was arguing. And the similar argument was put earlier during the 2000 rupee note also. So that made a lot of difference. So if this particular aspect is also taken seriously, I would like to give a couple of examples. Like in Andhra Pradesh today, an MLA spends 45 crores to 80 crores, an MLA candidate. An MP candidate spends 120 crores. And a panchayat sarpanch is spending up to 2 crores. Can you imagine the level of corruption which has gone in? Especially Jagan Mohan Reddy, with more than 1 lakh of crores what he made during his father's time. Now his party has been standing, and politics has become criminalized. So the solution for this is we have to look at something which is beyond normal. Like in the liquor scam, cash was used in Andhra Pradesh, and more than 1 lakh crores of sales took place in cash, so that we cannot trace the crime. So such kind of an activities have been going on. So now it is time that we as a nation debate and then come out with a workable solution. We don't need such large denominations anymore.
Okay,
These are
very interesting points. We are going to play out some of the visuals which are corresponding to what you have said. Very relevant points, Deepak Reddy, that you've made. Let me take that across to your own alliance partner. Dinakar Lanka, even as we speak, those are the notes which have been coming out. Some of them are from your regular PWD contract workers. Your one of your enforcement directorate's officers himself has been arrested by the CBI. Let's not even get into what was found in the outhouse of one of the Delhi High Court judges at that time. We all know what's happening. We all have seen bundles of cash coming out. We today also saw bundles of cash being thrown out from a window. Yes, that is what's happening, and that is the truth. Dinakar Lanka, would you concede what Congress was saying, what your own partner now has said, Deepak Reddy of the DDP, that you need to act against graft, and this is one of the biggest steps you need to take?
First, you need to note my point pertaining to the social welfare schemes, money transfer, 42.5 lakh crore happened in the last 11 years under Modi ji government through digital payment without any leakage. We are committed for curbing the corruption.
My question was on corruption.
1 minute. Previously, it was not happened. These all the things happened through cash system. It is under control now, because
it's under control.
Huge amount of the money transfer happening through bank accounts. 55 crores Jandan accounts.
So you are saying that this is still under control. Nikul Patel, would you say this is under control now?
See, if it has been under control, then the such statements from TDP might have not come. And secondly, still whatever claim what Pradhan Mantri was making is still continuing. Still continuing, right? Secondly, now I would like to go with the statement of TDP that if the such spending is there by MLA, MP into the election, I think Election Commission must not start focusing on Andhra Pradesh, that this is the amount of money that they are spending during elections. So I think ED should also start going to Andhra Pradesh.
Well, clearly, you didn't lose that opportunity. But quick last words. I have about 30 seconds. Dinakar Lanka.
Congress party has no moral right to speak about the corruption and digital transaction because they made comments against the digital transaction. They don't have any moral.
But are you in favor of digital transactions? Move on. If you are, will you accept what Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu has said?
Let you come with facts.
Will you accept what Chandrababu Naidu has said?
What was the pre-demonetization and post-demonetization effect regarding to the fake and counterfeit currency?
Will you now choose the path shown by Chandrababu Naidu? Dinakar Lanka ji.
Definitely, we take all good suggestions. There is no talk of any.
So we take good suggestions because there were two ways, as it appears, to curb corruption, to curb counterfeit in currency. One was demonetization, tried and tested. The second is digital payment alone. We are going to keep the politics aside, but hopefully our politicians can unite to ensure that we clean up the system of counterfeit, because that 500 rupee note which is lying in our wallets may just be a fake. And that's the biggest fear for all of us who've been working so hard for every little penny. Appreciate you joining us here on the show, Dinakar Lanka ji, Deepak Reddy, as well as Dr. Nikul Patel. Without a short break, we return in 2 minutes.